Welcome back to another episode of DDO 10-Minute Tips. In this episode and the next one, we're going to go over some of the ways you can tweak your character, because sometimes it doesn't turn out exactly like you want it, and there are ways to actually correct it. The things you can correct, some are class dependent. In spellcasters, wizards don't need to tweak their spells. They can just buy scrolls and add them to their spell book. But sorcerers, they don't have a spell book, and they have their spells, quote, memorized. And there's a way to change your spells on that. You can change your enhancements. You can change your feats. And you can go and change your skills. And depending upon where you're at and what you want to actually do, there are some other things, and we'll go over that in the next episode. So let's go ahead and go to a place where we can start looking at this. Like, we'll go to the trainers. Okay, so here we are at the trainers in the harbor, and I'm just going to briefly touch on this because my character isn't a spellcaster, or particularly a wizard. But when you go to a trainer, if you're a sorcerer, you have an option of exchanging one of your spells for a different one. Alright? It's not going to do me any good to click on it because I don't have any spells, but basically what you do is, in exchange for platinum, you'll be able to take one of your old, currently memorized spells and exchange it for a new one. If you're on a free-to-play account, which this series has been for, you can only exchange one spell every 3 days. So if you really want to redo your sorcerer, it's going to be a long, involved process. So just be aware of that. Okay. Now, since 10 Minuti is a thief, we can go to a thief trainer, a rogue trainer, and bring up our chat box here. And here's an option where you can reset your enhancements. To reset your enhancements, you don't have to be anywhere. You don't have to go to a trainer for. That can be done in any public area, such as the harbor or the marketplace or one of the houses. So be advised of that. And we clicked on it, and it comes up and tells you exactly what I told you. So we hit Control R and bring up our enhancement tree for race and class enhancements. Now, here are buttons to reset the trees. Whenever you go to reset, what happens is that the entire tree, this is called a tree here, this is another tree for mechanic, this one's for thief acrobat, this is for being an elf. But what it does is it will clear all this out and give you the equivalent number of action points to redo it with. Now, when you go to reset, it's going to come up with this box. You want to pay platinum, or astral shards. So it's going to cost you to do that. Okay, and the same goes for the racial tree as well. I'm not going to go through it at this time exactly. It's real simple. I'm just not going to do it in this video. In the next video on reincarnation, I'll run through this whole process. Now, you can also reset your feats, but you have to go through reincarnation. Skills, you have to go through reincarnation for that as well. Where what will happen is, since 10 Minuti is a 7th level rogue, the whole slate is wiped clean, and it goes through each level, and you get to redo your enhancements. Oh, I'm sorry, your feats, and also your skills. Stats can be redone, but that you need to go through reincarnation for that as well. And we'll go through that in the next video. It is also possible to change your race, your appearance, and your classes. But there again, we'll cover that in the next video, reincarnation. So, this video was just to be sure that you understand that you can make tweaking adjustments as you go, but there is a price for it. Now, for 10 Minuti, our 7th level rogue, 180 platinum to reset a tree isn't really going to be that big of a deal, even though she's down at 18,000 platinum. So, alright, we'll wrap this video up. Remember, my friends, to keep your weapons clean and sharp. Until next time.